everyone, it's Charm again from Ready to Adult Philippines, a channel about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and adulting how-tos. I'm about to do my bullet journal setup for 2021, and since this is a highly requested video, I decided to film it. Notice the air quotes because, just as a disclaimer, I don't religiously follow the typical or formal bullet journaling setup, or if there's even one. I do what works for me and I'm here to share it with you guys. As mentioned in my previous video, I got a planner this time around instead of a journal or an empty notebook. So needless to say, all the monthly and weekly spreads are already done and it's already in the planner. And what I'm going to show you guys today are all the year-round trackers that I use. So I'm also gonna share to you guys a flip through at the end of my 2019 and 2020 journal, just so you guys can see the different variations of the trackers that I will be putting in my 2021 planner. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to take you guys to the overhead setup so that we can start. So I got the 2021 Starbucks planner in green, and that's mainly for the color. Let me show you guys the first few pages. I am just going to put in my name, and the next pages are your typical 2-year calendar, some dates to note, and some decorative elements in the front. It's a typical weekly planner, very clean and very minimal, which I love. There are, as I said, decorative pages in the front and 4 dotted and empty sheets at the back. My trackers are usually in the first pages of my journal, but since there's no space to do that, I will be taking a dotted page from my 2020 journal and pasting it here in the front, and do the rest of my trackers at the back. So, I've made some drafts and plans using a pencil, and I will be filling in and finishing it on camera for you guys. This is my 2021 goals page, and if you haven't seen my previous video on how my 2020 goals went, my 2021 goals, and how you can create goals you can actually accomplish, then check out my previous video. I will be putting it up in the cards and in the description. As I mentioned in my previous video, I group my goals into 4 categories. We have the personal, business, finance, and side hustles. So I have here my scanned copy from my 2021 goals draft that I wrote on my Rocket book, so I'm just using that as a guide and filling everything in. I wished I used another color pen for the actual goals, but that's just for aesthetics and I wasn't about to redo everything for that, so we are sticking with all black for this page. So now that we're done, let's set that aside to dry before we erase the pencil marks, and now let's work on the trackers at the back. I am gonna do my finance trackers first, and here I am making 2 charts. One for my utility bills on the right and another for my credit cards on the left. You can see me referencing my 2020 tracker to figure out the values I'll be putting in on the left side of the chart. In the past, I've made 1 chart for each category, but I'm trying something new this year because of the limited space, so we'll see how it turns out. I am supporting my credit card chart with a table below it because a lot of my credit card transactions aren't just mine, but sometimes for my companies, and I want to differentiate what's actually my expenses. So this was my 2020 credit card tracker. It's a month-to-month summary of my total expenses. It has 3 lines because I mainly use 3 credit cards. And as you can see, my most used credit card is my Citibank one in blue. I will link Citi credit cards down below if you guys are looking into applying for one, since I am already an affiliate partner of Citi credit cards. Yay me! Okay, so I am just finishing up the table now and filling up the credit card names and what the expenses are generally for. Now I'm adding some indices to indicate what colors I'll be using for each credit card or utility bill. My utility bills include electricity, Wi-Fi, 3 phone bills, and gasoline for my car. Next, I am adding a simple table to track my investments. I divide it into two so I have more space in case I get to invest a lot this year, which is ideal. You guys know that's one of my goals. And I put the date for what, or the vehicle or the company, or basically where it's invested in, the type of investment, how much I put in, and a space for some notes I might want to add. I'm just adding very simple designs to make the tables pop a little and make it a little more visually pleasing. This last one is my installment trackers, whether it's mine or other people, especially if it's not in my credit card. An example would be if you or your friends are paying each other for Netflix, you can keep track of it here. Next is I'm gonna tackle this front part of the back pages, and these are for my money goals. The idea was to make icons related to the goal that I would then fill up once I made progress. I made my peace sign logo for the channel, a random couple for our couple savings, a stack of cash for my cash goals, and a bull or bear thing for my stock market goals. Next are more of my lifestyle trackers. On the left are bucket lists, subcategorized for dates, places to go, books, movies or series, podcasts, and wish lists. On the right are my favorite memories for 2021 and a when did I last tracker, which tracks various products or routinary checkups I have to do throughout the year. I then go back to the other pages to put the titles, and here is a quick flip through. So we have the money goals page, and then we have our finance trackers pages, and also we have our lifestyle trackers pages. So very simple. I used to do a lot more, but we're going minimal this year because of the lack of space. I then paste the 2021 goals page after I've erased the pencil marks, and that's it. Here is a quick flip through from my 2019 bullet journal, and as you can see, the items are very similar, but it's expanded because I had more space, and that's what I've been doing the last 3 years. The thing with bullet journaling is you usually make all the calendar and weekly spreads, and I just made mine really simple. As you can see, I just made the front page of the calendar pretty, and I had a lot of Little Prince theme in this year. And for my 2020 bullet journal, I'm going to give you guys a flip through of that as well. And again, it's very similar. I didn't get to fill it up as much, and I got lazy towards the end of the year and made use of these templates that I got for free. And yeah, that's my 2019, 2020, and 2021 planners, all from Starbucks, all gifts, and very similar trackers and bullet journaling setups. I hope you guys enjoyed that and got some ideas. If you guys are looking for more ideas, I usually go to Pinterest and just search bullet journaling setups that I'm looking for. Again, these are tailored fit to my needs and they work for me, and I hope you also find what works for you. Feel free to comment down below what other features and trackers you like having in your planner. And as always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps out a lot. And again, this has been Charm from Ready to Adult Philippines, and I will see you in the next video. Because just as a disclaimer,